Jim McDonald. Welcome to episode 131 of the PowerCast. This episode is Rob and Dana Lynn Bailey. We had a great time with them down in LA. Actually, you'll be able to tell we did not record this in Sacramento. We recorded it in LA in a studio that was set up for audio, not so much for video. So you'll see me jockeying around to try to get as much camera coverage as possible, which I was not entirely successful with in terms of myself and Mr. Silent Mike. But the most important people show up pretty well on camera. We had a great time talking to them. We learned all sorts of stuff we did not know about them. Beyond the fact that they're hysterical, they have done some interesting things even before all of the fitness acclaim. They must be the hottest thing in fitness right now, honestly. And they go to the shows and pretty much just mobbed by people. And it does make you wonder how much longer they're going to be able to handle that. And we talk about that a little bit in the course of this episode. We'd like to thank our sponsors, howmuchyoubench.net, thepowermagazine.com, Compex USA at shopcompex.com, Rogue Fitness at roguefitness.com, and Harry's.com. Harry's will give you $5 off your first order with promo code PowerCast. Stop overpaying for a great shave and start the new year off right. Go to Harry's.com right now. Use the link in the description box below to go to Harry's.com, and at checkout put in the code PowerCast for $5 off, which means I think you get the starter kit for $10, which is really a great deal. Go to Harry's.com right now. Give us some likes and shares like we always enjoy on YouTube, and enjoy the hell out of this episode because I can tell you that we did.
The following is a special broadcast of Mark Bell's PowerCast. Mark Bell's PowerCast. Recorded live on the road from Los Angeles, California, it's Mark Bell's PowerCast.
All right, here we are. We're here with the Baileys today. We got DLB and
what up?
RLB, I guess. I don't know.
RBB.
RBB.
Yeah.
RBB. There we go.
Think about that one, didn't
So
you?
what the fuck's going on? You guys have goats?
We have all the
deal with
things.
that?
We just got 2 turkeys too.
You guys have a
Christmas
farm?
present.
Why do you have a farm? What happened?
Down in Pennsylvania?
Down in Pennsylvania.
We
Out
love
in Pennsylvania.
we love animals. She likes animals.
I
Yeah,
like
you guys
animals.
are like, yeah, we'll swing through Sacramento. I'm like, listen, you fucking hillbillies.
You know what Sacramento's
It's like
known
8
for,
hours
right?
away.
No.
It's a cow town.
Is it?
Farm town.
Yeah.
We don't have cows yet.
Come pick one
We
up.
should get a mini cow.
What kind of cow are you going to get? Dairy cow?
A small cow.
A small
I like
little cow?
small animals so they're easier to manage.
Yeah, you don't want a big ass
They make me look bigger too.
How much do these goats weigh?
Right now, they're about 25 pounds.
They're mini goats,
maybe
but they're
30.
fat because she feeds them so much.
30.
They're fucking
30 pounds max.
Where do they eat hay?
They're chubby.
Yeah, they
they
eat
love
hay
hay.
all day long.
Is that where you guys get jacked?
Hey, now.
Hey.
Baling hay?
No, we
Oh, you don't really like baling, moving around and shit?
we don't have like an actual farm.
Yeah.
Oh.
We don't.
Yeah.
So my sister
It's like
has
a fake. We got like a fake. Okay, he caught us. He's like baling hay. What the fuck?
we live in the woods. We actually
Yeah.
we live on top of a mountain.
Do you have
so these
overalls?
Yes.
Yeah,
of
I
course.
do.
Okay.
Plaid.
You guys go and
Carhartt.
fetch
Carhartt.
water in the morning from the
Carhartt.
well?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Car-
Do you have a well?
No.
I know
well,
Carhartt.
well, water.
Oh, okay.
These are hard questions.
I know. I'm
Holy
sorry.
shit!
I'm sorry.
I wasn't ready for this.
Yeah. You didn't know it was going to be so scientific.
What company's your pitchfork?
We
don't have a pitchfork.
Oh.
I use my hands.
Yeah. Real man shit.
So you have goats and you have turkeys?
And
Chickens.
chickens and 2
Turkeys.
dogs.
Turkeys can be bitches, huh?
And
What
no,
are we
ours
gonna-
are friendly.
Ours
and
are
pit bulls.
very friendly.
I've taken care of some chickens and they're bitches.
What
No,
do
our
I
chickens
do?
are assholes. Our,
Yeah.
And
our
chicken. Well, the
the
rooster.
rooster
we have
is
one
super
rooster.
alpha.
Dude, he'll come get you.
Holy
Oh,
shit.
he attacks me every day.
Yeah.
You're,
so like I get it like a rake and he's scared of the rake. So
fight
I'm
him?
like, bah, bah, bah.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm trying to feed you guys.
Yeah.
you're
What
getting
a
some
bitch.
eggs from those guys or
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what about the rest of the crew? You anything off of them?
Turkeys are just fun. They make cool sounds.
Yeah.
The goats are.
Just as like pets, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just pets.
That's
I'm
cool.
an ovo pescatarian.
That's what I hear.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
Fill me in. Talk
That's
to
a
me.
hippie talk.
Yeah, I know. I'm getting weak in my old age, and maybe I just don't eat animal meat anymore.
Weak as in lifting weights weak, or weak as in like
No, I switched to just
lighthearted?
fish. I switched to just fish.
This is a
and
hot
eggs.
topic. We talk about this.
So
a lot
this
of
is,
people.
Everyone's
Because-
doing it. It's
yeah,
like the hot new thing.
yeah, we talked to
Is
Fear
this
about this
mainly
stuff,
because
and-
you love animals, or?
Yeah.
Is it, oh, okay.
Well,
Well,
we got
actually,
goats.
we got goats, and we didn't really eat like a whole lot of meat to begin with. But like after we
I
got
did.
the goats,
Yeah.
okay, he did. But after we got the goats, we realized like goats are just like dogs, and like cows are just like goats. Like
Pigs.
so,
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
much anything
Yeah.
with 4 legs,
Right.
I don't eat.
And I watched some videos online, and I was like, "Fuck, man!" Like,
Yeah.
so I guess I'm like 6 weeks in, and I feel fucking awesome, dude.
That's cool.
Like
Yeah, you lost a lot of weight.
We were
You got
talking
in good
about
shape.
shitting earlier.
Yeah.
Before all this.
So your
Shit in
shits
your
are
pants.
nice right now.
No, dude, they're
Best
fucking
shits of your life.
amazing, and I digest everything instantly.
we call
Oh,
that
your shits are tapered.
Yeah, that's a glorious tapered
They're
shit.
good shits. My
Like
shits,
maybe
I
one
didn't
wipe.
realize how much I struggled before because I started to get
You don't know until you
herniated
know.
tissue. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I
Wait,
was like,
what?
Herniated tissue.
Yeah.
is that what it's called? No.
I don't know.
Yeah, blown out
said-
O-ring.
Hemorrhoidal tissue. So I was starting to get like not full
Blame it
blown,
on
but I was on my way, and I
Yeah.
was like, "Why? What the fuck am I doing that I'm not?"
I was
digesting
explaining to
properly?
Mike the other day, my bunghole is like a busted subwoofer.
He's all.
Like the way the trunk rattles when
Yeah,
you got
yeah,
the bass jamming, and like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's like my butthole's
We've
like
also
that.
done a
It's-
little
it's
test.
a little broken.
And although Mark's 39,
Yeah.
his bunghole is that of a 82-year-old.
Yeah.
It's kind of
Yeah.
been through the
That's a
ringer,
shame.
for lack of a better term.
I'm so
It's,
sorry.
it's the shits.
How do you test that?
It's mostly by what he diets.
By photos.
Yeah.
And there's an app.
Hands-on analysis.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty,
All right.
it's pretty bad. So how'd you guys acquire a farm? How did that happen? Somebody
Well,
die or
Well,
something?
no, we
What'd you do?
lived
started
we lived
with-
in the warehouse
Yeah.
for.
Yeah, we lived
What?
in a warehouse for 2 years.
Are you guys
It's-
from Pennsylvania
it
or just there
sucked.
now?
Is that the same
Originally.
way as it sounds? Like you're just living in a warehouse? Or?
So we have a 40,000 square foot warehouse,
Right.
And I stopped coming home because I can work better if I just wake up and I'm already there.
Right.
So then she moved in because
It was like
you missed me.
pointless to come home. Well, no, we'd be there till like 1, 2 a.m.
How long you guys been together for?
Well, we're going on
I don't know.
9 years.
How long
May.
Married 9 years.
Okay.
Almost.
Together
12, 11.
15, something
Okay.
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, a long time.
Very cool.
So like I was living at the warehouse, and then she moved in, and then we were doing it for a little while because it was cool because we got a gym there, and we got a shower and bathroom and all this shit, kitchen.
Right.
And then I think we were about a year in, and I sort of started to realize like, ooh, this is really fucking our relationship up. Like we don't have like
Well, there was no
marriage part.
by ourselves because
Yeah.
Right.
you wake up to employees, you go to sleep with employees.
and you guys
there.
film a lot of stuff. You guys
Yeah.
are always doing stuff for social media and
So
stuff
there's
too.
like minimal bang windows.
Right.
There was
Yeah.
the car shop.
You got
was-
any good stories for us along those lines?
No, no
On
good
top
stories.
of the squat
No.
rack or something?
Yeah.
That's the problem. Is there's not good stories for a year.
Story. Well, we moved. Well, actually, we were doing like
No stories for a year?
No exciting stories.
Well, the first part of our year, like it was a 40,000 square foot warehouse, so we didn't really use heat or like air conditioning.
Right.
So like at night,
Yeah, I know.
it was freezing. It was like 40 degrees in our bedroom. So
There's
we'd
not
have
a good way to
heaters,
stay
like, all
warm.
the
Like
way- no.
sweatshirts and blankets don't
No.
really work when it's that cold.
Yeah, so it was too expensive to use.
Just start a
that.
fire.
Yeah, and in the summer it was
We
like
made a fire.
it was 100 degrees. So like you don't want to be even like I don't even want to be near
yeah.
them.
Yeah.
So
It
then
was
we
a sweaty
moved-
mess.
Well, then
Yeah.
we
He was
moved
eating red meat and being a
downstairs.
Big 300-pound disaster.
Jeez.
Well, then we moved downstairs and our bedroom, like we made our bedroom, and it was right next to our car shop. So they're
Right.
running.
They're running like
dyno-
1,000 horsepower
Yeah, let's
supers
slow
at
down.
3
Let's
a.m.
slow down.
tuning.
Let's slow
Very
down for
calming.
a second. What's going on with the cars? You guys have a lot of different shit going on.
Yeah.
You got the warehouse. You got your own clothing brand. And you got the cars going. What's the deal with the cars?
I like cars.
You like cars?
Yes.
Yeah, it's,
Anything more than that? You guys race them? Or
Yeah,
what do
we
you do?
race them.
Okay. You guys
don't-
did like a tour or something in a Porsche that's
That was
got your
his
logo
first-
Yeah,
over it
so
or
we did a
something like
Porsche
that?
tour. Pretty much, we sent a
After
911 that came in
Olympia.
down to Vegas and then drove them back.
Gonna maybe do like a Honda Civic tour or something, just not
So
to leave anybody
no,
out.
no. So her race car is a 91 CRX.
I have a
Nice.
CRX and an MR2.
Cool.
and
that
an
I
MR2, but
race.
we do roll races, right? And it's always like Lambos and fucking Bentleys and all these like
Yeah.
$200,000-$300,000
Here,
cars.
this little muscle girl comes in with a 91 CRX
Yeah, and she
stomps
fucking
Dodge
people.
Neon.
No, but she
around the
wrecks
corner.
people in her CRX.
Yeah.
Because it's like 400 horsepower at the wheels.
But it
Yeah,
weighs
light as
nothing.
shit.
and it
Yeah.
weighs nothing,
Weighs
and she
nothing.
wrecks people.
That's
So
awesome.
these
That doesn't
dudes
scare
with
you?
these giant fucking egos because they
Right.
drive a Lambo. No, people stop racing her.
Yeah, so I
she'll run
was
by
like,
herself.
I ran by myself for like the last like 5 laps.
Is this like Fast and Furious? Is there money on the
No,
line?
it's
or
mostly road
papers?
racing. It's mostly, you're just.
Ludicrous.
Just there.
What do you guys think about street racing? Stupid or what? Or you guys are just in the car so you don't
No,
care?
we're grown-ups now.
Okay, all right.
You know what I mean?
You're
Same thing
beyond
like,
that.
I'm not going to fight anyone
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah.
I'm entirely I have too much shit to lose.
What if somebody
to, like,
made fun of your hair or something? Oh, maybe.
Yo, so listen, this is the second
Dude, I
time
ate 2
I've ever
cheeseburgers
done my
today.
hair like this. Ever.
How do you like the man bun?
It looks good.
A little messed
I
up
like
right
it.
now.
It's very
but-
LA.
Ooh, yeah, it is.
When
they're
right?
Rome, right?
See, he could tell
fit.
people he's a professional soccer player, and nobody would know that. Nobody would know.
Yeah, and the next
Yeah,
picture-
Yeah,
Besides
like
the 20-inch arms.
Maybe he is.
Am
I
I
mean, he looks,
that fucking lean right now?
yeah.
Yeah. Looking like Pele over there.
biggest soccer player ever.
How much you weigh? How much you weighing?
I'm 270 right now.
Damn, son. How much? What's the most you weighed?
305.
Damn. Yeah,
Well,
that's
then you're
some
probably
improvement.
6'2", 6'3", 6'4"?
6'3".
No.
Yeah.
Somewhere
Just
in
named
there.
all the fucking
Yeah.
numbers.
yeah.
If I said, that's a range of 2 inches. That's not that bad.
That's what
6'2"
happens
to
when you're
6'4"?
short. He just
Yeah.
names all of them at the same time.
He used to work in a circus. He guessed people's weight.
Yeah, I got it.
Did you really?
No.
No. We were driving
I
out
did
of the,
farm, though. I wasn't lying about that.
Yeah.
we were driving out of the rental car place today, and
This is great.
the woman at the booth gets Mark's license
Maybe
and goes,
underprivileged and didn't speak so great.
260, huh?
No, she said,
It was a little awkward,
It was.
It's really weird.
but then she said she liked my buffness, right?
Yeah, she
Yeah, I
did.
think so.
She said,
Yeah.
"Would you guys like some waters?"
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
said, "Sure." She said,
We got free water out of it.
I like your
That's
buffness.
Yeah, 3 free Dasani waters.
those biceps, that's the most it's ever gotten us,
Yeah.
buddy.
Oh, yeah, that's the most it's ever gotten me. That's for sure. Fuck.
You knew someday I was going to pay off. You just didn't know it was going to be in.
I didn't know it was going to be like. I didn't know it was going to be like that.
We never get anything.
Let's get back to this warehouse ordeal. I need to know more information about this. So,
I've only seen it in video, but it
did
looks
you have
like
a full setup in there? Like, did you guys cook in there? You had a kitchen and
Yeah,
stuff?
so I
or-
put a kitchen in. So we have the print shop there. We had a studio. I took the studio.
Oh, printing money. Printing that paper. I know
Generally.
how it goes.
Well,
Well, printing the apparel.
Right.
We have inventory. We have the car shop. We have a paint booth. We have a studio.
A what?
A paint booth.
cars.
for the cars.
Yeah, to paint cars. What the fuck else do we have? We have the gym upstairs.
You have like a giant bus inside the gym or something, right?
Yeah.
The
Yeah, we have an
Airstream.
air,
What the fuck's
up with that?
Airstream.
we did an Airstream tour.
Yeah.
To
We like tours,
Yeah, we
man.
like tours, and we always get like a new like vehicle.
Yeah, I saw a video
something.
where you guys just like randomly bought a Winnebago.
The Dolphin. The 91 Dolphin. Dude, that
Yeah.
thing was a piece of shit.
Yes.
Yo, my boy lives in that
And now
outside
he
the warehouse right
That's
now.
awesome.
He painted it all black and he lives in it. And not only that,
Is that this guy who's over here?
no, he has a nice house. So my boy actually goes on dates in a 91 Dolphin. It's painted flat black. And then like,
starts and finishes the dates there.
yes!
Yeah.
And girls
Actually-
girls will go in the
Yeah.
Dolphin.
Does it say free
Wow.
candy on the outside?
No, it's all black. He painted over the windows. It's the creepiest fucking vehicle.
But maybe it
Wow.
kind of looks like a ghetto tour bus.
No, it looks fucking scary.
I turned that shit into a
Actually,
taco
he has,
truck and
like,
make some money.
A little fake
Right?
Yeah.
fireplace in there.
Oh, that's
It's
I like that.
we gotta do a tour
A
of
fake
it.
fireplace? I need a photo
yeah,
of
that
that.
sounds
Well,
good.
it produces because there's no heat,
Ah.
so he put a little fireplace in there, and it warms the whole
Sounds
place
cool.
up.
Dude's
it's very
intense.
cozy.
So what
Sounds
was the
amazing.
start of all this Baileyness? Was it shirts? Was it apparel?
Jesus.
YouTube videos,
YouTube was
Yeah,
the
we
very
started.
start.
We started YouTube. I always had little.
How'd you guys meet? Let's start there.
Ooh,
college.
Oh,
I
Yeah,
played
college.
soccer.
Oh,
he
educated,
played
huh?
I
football.
thought you guys were going to say MySpace for sure.
no,
No.
this was before
This is
MySpace.
before
Yeah.
MySpace. Yeah.
I played college football.
Sounds like a
She
different
played
world.
College soccer. They brought us there like 2 weeks early to get the athletes acclimated, put us all in the same dorm,
Right.
and
Acclimated, huh?
yeah,
Yeah.
that worked.
Some acclimation
nice.
going on?
well, then I guess she saw me
Yep.
and was like, "Yeah, that dude's pretty hot."
Yeah, emoji hard eyes.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then she invited me over to a room.
Whoa.
What?
Wait, that's,
Took control.
No, I'm sure there was
did
little
we
things between
skip?
them.
Did we
No.
skip?
That's college.
You
Things
tell the
move
story
fast.
then, so you don't sound like a whore.
No.
Because that's what I made it. That's not how it happened. How did it happen?
No, we started out as friends. My best
Who
friend.
friend zoned who?
I don't know, but my best friend.
He's like, you've never been a friend of mine. He's like, I was looking at you in a different way.
Yeah, we were friends.
Yeah. So after preseason was done, then you went to your dorm. So he was actually in my best friend's dorm. So I'd go over there hoping that I'd bump into him. And then
Catch him getting out of the shower or something.
Bump uglies
she
with him.
actually, like, I guess, invited him down, and I just so happened to be there. And what was your line? What? Go ahead.
Oh, you're gonna make me say the line? And I didn't realize I insulted everyone else in the room, but as I was leaving the room, I was like, "Oh shit! No one told me there was a hot girl in here."
There we go.
But that was like hit on her, not
Insulting
realizing I
pretty much
insulted
every other girl
in the room.
Yeah.
But it worked.
It worked. Yeah.
And then
There
we
you go.
just casually started dating,
Yep.
pretty much.
Started from there.
Yep.
And she didn't lift at all.
No,
Oh, you didn't
Even
even
for
lift,
soccer?
bro?
I didn't even lift.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
She,
Wow.
she played soccer. She sort of had abs and like little tiny delts.
I ate ramen noodles and SpaghettiOs.
Yeah, but you're a little bit jacked anyway, huh?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah.
You didn't have a
guess.
strength conditioning coach? Nothing?
No, I mean, like in high school, like as a gym class, I did strength and conditioning where it was like upper body day, lower body day. And like I would basically just try to make sure I did not sweat because you had to go to
Gross.
class the next period. So,
Yeah.
so it's not like I took it any serious.
Don't get sweaty.
Yeah, so I didn't start lifting until college soccer was over. He was working
What college do you guys go to?
Westchester University.
Where is that?
It doesn't exist.
Pennsylvania.
Oh, it doesn't
Pennsylvania
matter.
school.
All right, made it up.
Well, no, it exists. It's just not like.
You guys
Yeah,
both
yeah.
grew up in
Yeah.
Pennsylvania?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. East Coasters.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And then from there, how did you guys know that, like, when did you start to sense that you're right for each other? How long did that take? Was there like a moment? Was there a moment where you guys were hanging and you're like,
I
this
mean, we
chick's
pretty
cool or
much
this
as
guy's
soon
cool?
as we started dating,
Everything was pretty smooth,
he
maybe?
moved in with me.
Yeah, there was
and,
like a weird point in time. I think it was spring break. And I think we hung out and she was rad. And then she went back home. And she had a boyfriend. And I called you up and was like, "Yo, go break up with your boyfriend because I want to date you." And she was like, "All right, hold on." And then she called me back like 10 minutes later and she's like, "Cool. I broke up with that dude. We're good." And I was like, "All right, I'm going to move in your apartment." And then it
There we
happened
go.
really quick.
Yeah.
But we were friends for a while. So like
Yeah.
I knew she was cool.
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
It's amazing.
And then
Like I
what
said-
happened between there and like fitness as a job?
So I worked in a restaurant and I was working 7-10 hour days. Like just,
Cooking?
yeah. So I would go and I'd prep in the morning, go to the gym for an hour or 2 hours, and then go back and work night shift. And she was like a typical girl, like, "Oh my God, you never see me, blah, blah, blah."
Well, I wouldn't.
How needy.
getting killed right
Oh,
now.
my God.
Well, we were both still in school, so I had class all day. And then as soon as soccer was over, then all of a sudden I had all this free time on my hands
Right.
that I never had in my life. And then I wouldn't see him. He'd get off of work at like 1 a.m. So I'd see him for like when he got off, and then we'd just go to bed. And I had 8 o'clock morning classes the next day.
So I was like, "Yo, if you want to see me, you got to come to the gym."
So I could start coming
So
to the gym.
we went to the gym, and we were lucky enough to start out at a gym. I had already been going there, but Brian Chamberlain, like an old bodybuilder, a little shorter guy, but fucking jacked. So I went to his gym. So it was like a legit
It
gym.
was
Yeah.
like a hardcore gym, like
A lot of free weights and shit like that.
Yeah, and
bodybuilder
I didn't
gym.
really know what I was doing, but I was training. It was before I really knew about anything. So like I was training with these older dudes that were all geared up,
Right.
and they were just really fucking strong. So like I could
Something weird about the East Coast with that, by the way. I'm from New York originally, and there's a lot of dudes when I was growing up going to the gym, like everyone was on shit.
Joey Diaz.
Like
talks a lot
everybody
about
was
that in
fucking.
Jersey.
Everybody's just jacked. You're like, what is going on?
Yeah,
around here?
these dudes.
I don't know why it was that way, but it
maybe
The water. It's,
how I remembered, but these dudes were like fucking really strong. So
Yeah.
I could barely bench, say 315, and if I would hit 315 for 2, they'd be like, "Cool, put on 405," and I'm like, I can't. And they're like, "Dude, don't be a fucking pussy, just try
Yeah.
it." So they'd put on 405, and they'd like sort of spot me, but I always felt safe because I had these
Right.
monsters that would spot me. So when I started training her, I always just
He's
made her
like, "Put
try
405
crazy
on."
weight.
Yeah.
Yeah, right? So I'd be like, "Yo, just, I don't know,
Yeah,
try
more weight,
135.
more weight.
I'll spot you." So when she entered this, she was never scared to just get under monster weight because
Right.
I always spotted her.
You had nothing from the public, like, oh, chicks shouldn't lift?
It was weird. Like, I mean, the gym that we went to, it was mostly guys anyway.
Yeah.
Like, you look around.
Yeah, that's
like,
changed a lot, though, huh?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's definitely changed. Like, this is like 2000 and like
2,
4 or
3?
5.
Oh, okay.
Oh, when I started, we started
Early
college
2000s.
Yeah, it was early 2000s. Like,
Yeah.
the girls that were at the gym, they were just like on the ellipticals and
Right.
stuff, or like with the little pink weights. And I was just like, like I was an athlete.
Yeah, you're actually moving around some weights.
Yeah, like I wasn't scared of it. Like I've been an athlete my whole life.
Yeah.
Like I was always around guys. I usually like trained with guys. I would go run with guys. Like so, it wasn't like uncomfortable for me. And like the gym we were at was very, very hardcore bodybuilder style. The girls that did lift, they like were competitors.
Okay.
So, and that's where the whole competing got into play.
Oh, okay.
So like there was 2 girls that were like getting ready for a show, like typical like complaint, like, oh my God, I have to do like 2 hours of cardio today.
Right.
I'm like eating 2 tablespoons of rice. So I was like, what is this like prepping
Yeah,
stuff?
what the fuck are they talking about?
Yeah,
Got you excited?
Why is it so miserable? I want to do that.
Yeah.
and I was like, we were still like, we were not eating, we were on like college diet, like
Right.
whatever, no money. Like we had an apartment together, so all of our money went to that, like eating ramen noodles, whatever, fast food, or at least I was. But so I was like, what are they prepping for? Like I look better than them. Like I'm gonna do this too.
Yeah.
So I found out what they were doing. It was a figure show. It was the Lehigh Valley. And I was like, whatever. I'm going to do it too. I'll sign up. Never been to a show in my life. Never saw a bodybuilding show. Never watched one. Didn't know anything.
You just trained pretty much the same, eat similar, and just went to the show?
I just,
Yeah,
I
no
just
cardio,
trained. I don't even
just-
think I did cardio. I
Yeah.
don't even remember.
She's a watery mess.
I
on
was
stage.
horrible. Don't look up pictures.
Yeah.
I don't think they exist.
Hopefully not. But yeah, it's,
Were you naturally built well from the soccer and just other sports as a kid, probably?
I've always had like an athletic look.
Right.
So as soon as I started lifting, like my upper body just started like my delts started growing. I was a swimmer from like age 5, so like I already had sort of a wider
Right.
back. So I think it was just like my
There
background.
was
and
muscle
all.
there. It's a matter of like getting conditioned and
So it came on really fast.
Right.
And then when I finally started actually mixing real food like chicken and rice into play, like
your body's like, what?
I was like, oh, it started to respond a lot faster. So I did the first show and like just got, I was missing that whole competitive side because
Right.
like I grew up on sports and getting ready for something. So after that first show, like I remember I got on stage not knowing a clue. I cried the whole time. I was in tears. Like, what am I
how'd you
doing?
learn to like pose or anything?
Cried on stage?
No,
No,
before
not before.
and after.
I was like, what am I doing? Because like I never saw
Right.
anything. I didn't even know what. I just like bought a sparkly little suit and like just went.
She takes everything really, really serious.
Right,
Yeah.
So
okay.
like, like really serious. That's one of the things I like about her is she looks like she's super fucking confident, but she's one of those people that takes it so serious that
Right.
like she almost psychs herself out or feels like she has too
Never
much pressure
ready.
on her.
Yeah. But did the show and got like 6th place or whatever and. Just fell in love with like getting ready for something, like training for something.
Were you stimulated by losing a little bit? Like, were you like, oh shit, like I came in 6th, maybe I can, like that's pretty good, but I can do better?
I don't know if I cared. I don't even
Okay.
remember.
I remember being really confused.
Right.
Because like
Because
she
I
was the
had
only one with
abs.
abs. And I'm like,
Oh,
so
right,
wait,
right.
the other
What
girls
the
don't have abs. What the fuck? Looking back now, I realize like, okay, well, her legs were holding so much water.
They're
She was-
judging other
She
stuff.
was too big, honestly.
Right.
I've just never been like a petite girl, so I've never fit in the figure class from the start.
Mm-hmm.
But that's all it was either figure or bodybuilding. I looked at bodybuilding, I was like,
Yeah, they didn't have, now they have multiple classes,
Yeah.
right?
Bikini then?
no, this is
But they
before
had
bikini.
fitness, right? Where you do handstands and shit.
Yeah, she
Fitness
can't do
wasn't
that.
even. Oh yeah, I can.
That's
I can,
been popular for a while, right?
I can do a round off, and that's pretty much.
Barely.
Not bad.
I can do a round off. I can't do a.
Sounds like a challenge.
Yeah, that was right.
I'll show you
If
later.
the
Clear
room was
the
a little
room.
bit bigger, I would show everyone.
I would.
So how did the other girls in the gym that you were going to react to you competing? And
They did the 2 girls that I was actually like kind of like, wow, I'll do it too. They didn't even do the show then.
Oh, really?
of course,
So I did shows later, but I mean, it was everyone was like kind of. It was like a gym that was very.
It was
all
understood.
about
Yeah,
Everybody was doing it,
fitness,
so it
and
wasn't.
there was a lot of people that also competed, so they were there, kind of rooting for us.
Because even
Yeah.
still, there's like a stigma in the, I guess, pop world. I still consider kind of what we all do a little more underground, of like chicks shouldn't lift, chicks, well, they're going to
Yeah.
get bulky, they're going to do this, they're going to do that, it's still kind of negative.
I've never gotten anything like to my face.
Yeah, of
obviously.
course.
Everything
Internet.
that's
Yeah.
ever happened, it's always been
yeah.
online. So obviously, like posting pictures, like it was very negative, and it's still like to a point very negative.
Yeah.
I think it's definitely looked a little bit better now. Like,
Does that stuff ever get to you? You know, when people are being
Not
negative
really.
online, it doesn't bother you?
No, not really. When I got into, like, when we started really getting into, like, the whole expo and, like, being around everybody, it sent me a little bit off the coast because, I mean, I've had...
What about the popularity? Does that make you uncomfortable? Like, I mean, you're the most popular person at any one of these trade shows. And like there's no question. I mean, you need security sometimes to get through the crowd, police officers and stuff like that. Like, does that get to be like a little frightening at times? Like, are people trying to grab you? You know, like you're Justin Bieber or some shit, or you know, how's that?
At some points, it can get like a little weird.
Yeah. Maybe you get yourself a little cornered, and you're like, I'm not sure what the fuck's. I mean, I'm sure you're with him.
I'm really good
it
at
sucks
like
that he's
reading
270, 6'3".
But it's weird. Like I don't always know, like, because it's not something where I can totally like push somebody and tell somebody to fuck off.
Yeah.
Which I did at Olympia. Like I almost fought a dude at Olympia, which got like really weird really quick.
Yeah.
And I'm like, am I really the guy that should be doing this, or should it be someone else?
Right.
And like, Austin's way too small. Right?
I'm sure he can punch very hard.
Oh, yes.
He'd throw a shoe or some shit, or bite somebody on the
He's really
neck.
good with words. He
Yeah.
could say something that
Fucking
would make him
bite
feel
someone's
really
bicep.
bad.
Hit somebody with a camera.
Yes.
It's hard to read, you know, like how weird someone's going to be or how awkward someone's going to be. Like, you do have some people that are really sincere and they really just honestly want to come up and just say 2 words to you and let you go on your way.
Most people are.
But then some people are going to stick around a little longer, and that's when it could be like an issue, right?
Well, I think the biggest thing that I notice now is there is like, and it's going to happen this weekend. Sunday night, there's going to be sort of this like depression that we're all going to fall into, and it's because you have a 5-hour line. And in that 5-hour line, there's some bullshit assholes.
Right.
There's some creeps. There's some people that just want to get a photo next to Dana Linn Bailey, like
For the likes.
but they don't actually
I don't
give a
blame
fuck
them.
about her.
Post. Yeah, they
So
don't care.
you end up going
It's
through all
just for
these
their
people.
fucking IG or whatever.
Yeah, and which is fine.
Right.
But then there might be somebody who comes up who she's legit changed her life. They lost 200 pounds,
Right.
or they almost killed themselves, and they found something in her that, you know, some dramatic, really intense
Yeah, I've
story.
seen people go up to her crying, you know, just completely just bawling.
Yeah.
You know,
I
pretty
think the
cool,
issue
pretty
is-
powerful stuff.
Sometimes all those other people, it wears you down after 3 hours.
Right.
That when it's like 3.5 hours comes up of you just like engaging with everyone, that one person that you really want to engage with, they don't get what we think we want to give them. So then Sunday we go back and there's always like 5 or 6 stories where it's like, fuck, man, like I wish we could talk to that kid longer.
Right.
Or it's usually like towards the end, like when we're basically booted out of the place and there's like, I don't know, like 100 people left and all we have time to do is like take a picture. And I feel so bad because these people like waited their entire day to like just talk to me or say something.
Is there anything you guys can do about that? Because I've heard you guys both talk before, speaking to you maybe at the Olympia or something. You're like, I don't know how much more of these trade shows we're going to do because
They're not
It's just
cool
not
anymore.
fair.
Well,
It's not fair to like.
It's not fair.
You know, you can't
They're
get to the
not
people you
getting-
want to get to.
They're not getting the experience that
Yeah.
I feel like they should be getting. Like I don't want to have you come
meet Dana Linn
me
Bailey and you
at
just
this
sign something. You barely get a
crowded-
chance to even look at them, and they on their way, right?
That's why we did this last tour. We did the adventure tour. Well, actually, before that, we
So
did
with
a
the
Mount-
tours, what are you guys doing? You going to some different gyms or different
meetups.
locations?
Well, so like
and
the
meet?
first one was Mount Washington
the
tour.
Mount Washington tour. We basically did stops along the way, like we normally do, where it was lines and stuff. But it was like stop at a supplement store, stop at a gym. But we made it to Mount Washington, and the goal was to climb Mount Washington. We invited the world to come climb
Cool.
with us.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah, and we had about
That's something different. You don't hear that every day.
60 people show up at 60 or 70 people show up at like
How
7
many people
a.m.
would we get, Mike? We'd end up with 0.
Yeah, I wouldn't even show up. You'd be there alone.
Mike Rashid would show up. Be like, I got your back.
And he would bring people with him.
He
The
would.
whole G-Wagon full of people.
Yeah, he would hold it down. But we had about 60 to 70 people show up, and instead of come meet us at this crowded expo where you have to wait in line, no, you got to spend 5 hours hiking a freaking
Yeah, that's
mountain
cool.
with
So
us.
Right.
we set the precedent right off the bat. We were like, yo, listen, no fucking selfies. No, don't be like, we're not doing an expo right now.
Right.
We're going to climb this fucking mountain.
And
so
like talk to you guys as
the
we're
first
climbing and
hour, people were very like nervous to be
Yeah.
around us. But then like an hour and a half in, they realized like, oh, these are just two normal
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
just
bros.
climbing
There's
mountains.
something
And we're just
special
climbing a
about
mountain.
putting your phone away for a couple minutes, you know, and having an actual
And I
story to
think
tell
that's-
rather than hey, here's
what
this
people
photo.
are so about, like the instant, like need to take a picture or it didn't
Right.
happen. I have to post this or it didn't happen. We're
Right.
like, live in the freaking moment.
Right.
Like, we're experiencing this like cool ass mountain and we're hiking
Yeah, and your
to
head's
the
down
top.
the whole time.
Yeah, and you're just
Like, oh, look at so-and-so doing leg presses.
Luckily, the hike was hard enough that like
yeah, it
you
was,
couldn't be on your phone.
Yeah.
I mean, it was like
Yeah.
there was points where you're going like hand and foot. Like
Yeah.
it was
That's
it was
great.
a rough one.
How long have you guys been going to expos, whether it's like as a fan or even in the fitness? And then how long ago did it get like nuts?
So
It's-
5 years ago, 5 or 6 years ago, I think was our first expo, and I remember we were with blah blah blah. I'm not going to talk.
Were you
about
with a
it.
supplement company or something?
No, yeah, we were with
that
something.
A company.
company.
Yeah, that's
Something.
fine. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
And
But you were there as like a
line would form for her,
And we're like, what's going on?
and there would be about
here?
25 people in line, and everyone was like, "So who is she?" And I'm like, "That's my wife." I don't. What do you mean?
Was
They're
that
like,
through YouTube?
That
Yeah.
was all through YouTube.
Yeah.
It was a short little YouTube videos of her doing like pull-ups, her trying to bench heavy, her trying to do stuff
I
like
think
that.
that's the first video I ever saw. I don't know how many years.
I
235-pound bench. Is that right? Is that the most you've done?
Yeah, it's not legal.
We're starting to get
We're
legit
starting to
on
do
our
Hey,
list.
hey,
Yeah.
hey, I saw
Maybe-
I saw it. It
Maybe,
happened.
maybe when you visit Super Training,
185
we'll get down.
pause reps last
Okay.
night.
Yeah. She's taking appreciation. Like if you notice, her squats used to be real high. Now she actually hits parallel. Like
Yeah,
she's
your form's pretty good.
she's getting her
Deadlifts are
form
good.
Yeah,
in
yeah.
order to
Powerlifting's fucking hard.
possibly.
I don't know.
Possibly powerlift?
I really enjoy it.
People throw around the word powerlifting, and it's probably even worse on the bodybuilding side. Everyone says they bodybuild,
Right.
but real bodybuilding is
Step on
really,
stage.
really fucking hard.
Yeah.
Really demanding. It's demanding 24/7. It's not just about training. It's
It
the
is
diet and
a
the whole thing.
24-hour-a-day job.
The thing that I love about powerlifting is that anyone can do it. Anyone can at least get involved in it, and everyone possesses the ability to get stronger, which I think is fucking cool.
Yeah, my last
Doesn't matter
meet-
how old you are, how young you are, you can get a little bit better every day.
Yeah.
Yeah, my last meet, I think there was a 82-year-old guy deadlifted 315. It's
Oh,
fucking dopest thing I've ever
My
seen.
God,
Yeah,
that's
so sick.
awesome.
82, I'm definitely shitting my pants pretty bad.
We wear a diaper.
Not even deadlifting, just getting off the couch.
Your asshole would be like 160. by
I know.
then.
I don't know if we're gonna make it to that.
No, your
to be
asshole
honest.
won't.
Yeah.
It's like, how much you gonna pull?
Starfish.
Depends.
You're in California. I'm sure there's some kind of like constructive.
Oh,
Reconstructive.
We're,
Yeah.
Well, you need to head to Hollywood for his anus.
Take some skin off of Mike's schnoz and
Yeah, just put it right down there.
I like that.
A piece of me is a piece of you.
yeah, something like
Fix
that.
your anal
Brothers
prolapse.
Blood brothers.
This is really going downhill fast.
All right, so you went 5 years ago with some company we don't want to talk to go because they're probably scumbags. And then
You said it, not us.
I don't even know who it is. So then,
Doesn't matter.
but I believe it. And then a little line was formed because you had YouTube.
Let's pause for a second. Let's talk
God
about
damn
that for a minute. Not the supplement company in particular, but
it
you
wasn't
guys.
supplements.
You guys being approached in general for just business. You know, you guys being approached by a supplement company or being approached by somebody to represent stuff.
No, so we were the company that we were involved with. We started.
Oh, okay.
Okay, we're no longer involved.
All right, whatever.
The biggest frustrating thing about me was she was forming these lines. She was getting legit fucking attention. We were getting more social engagement than fucking any of these
Right.
212 guys or any of these even like
The
Olympia
girls
stage
on
fucking
The
people.
covers of magazines.
All the girls on covers of
They're
magazines.
like, who is this?
And she's getting more fucking attention everywhere. So I'm trying
And
to.
where was her first cover?
Ooh, the Mark
Power
cover.
Magazine.
Exactly.
There you go.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, we talked about this.
Yeah.
Like, she wasn't like I was approaching supplement companies saying, "Okay, like sponsor her." They're like, "Yeah, we'll give her $300 in free product." And I'm like, "No, dude, fuck you. $2,000 a month. Like, that's
yeah.
what we want." And
Yeah.
they're like, $2,000 a month. Are you
That was a
kidding
good
me?
radio voice. Keep that
Yeah,
voice
right?
the whole
Yeah.
time. Keep that the
That
whole
was kinda
time.
sexy.
But
Yeah,
so they're
talk to-
firing
say
back, and
something
they're like,
like
"No,
that."
she's $300 in product." And I'm like, "Dude, I know for a fact you play blah 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 $2,500 a
Right.
month." And they're like, "Yeah, but that's a guy." And I'm like, "Dude, look at the fucking engagement. Look at the
Right.
lines.
Yeah.
Like what don't you see?"
And could you imagine if somebody had a good relationship with you guys from then?
Oh
Yeah.
my
and
god!
they kept it going. How much money they would be? You know what I mean?
yeah, and it wasn't.
yeah.
I guess it wasn't. For me, I had an understanding of the money, not because we needed money at the time, but there was also the like, no, dude, she's worth.
Yeah,
this.
worth,
Like,
yeah.
I'm
Put
not
in work to
fucking
get a following.
stupid,
Right.
and it's not. It was more the principle of it being
Yeah.
saying, "Hey, like,
Totally understandable.
yeah, she has value," and it was my frustrating job to like make sure these companies knew, which a lot of companies didn't realize until like fucking 3 years ago. When not like, dude, she was the first pro.
2 years ago.
The first pro, and she didn't get a fucking photo shoot.
Nope.
Damn.
So she won
I won
Olympia,
Olympia. No
and didn't
photo
have a
shoot.
fucking photo shoot.
That's crazy.
That was the first physique ever at
First
Olympia.
physique ever.
Yeah.
Wow.
Do you guys feel that people are still getting used to women having muscle? Like people still maybe
They don't know what
aren't-
to do with them.
People still aren't over
Well,
it.
they definitely don't know what to do with me because, like, there's girls that have muscle, but then as long as you have, like, the TNA and
Right.
well, I don't have nothing up top. So they just don't know. They don't know. And I also won't, if you want to shoot me sexy and put
Right.
me in, like, lingerie, and I'm not going to do it.
Right.
Like, I'm an athlete. So
It's not your deal.
it's not my look. That's not
Right.
who I am. And treat me like an athlete. And most photographers in the fitness industry have no
Yeah.
idea
I
how to
feel like-
shoot a girl that wants to be shot, not like a whore.
Right.
So
Hey now,
I mean,
Whores
you know,
are fine too, but I respect.
Yeah,
that.
they have a place.
I mean, they
But how do
have
you
a
really
place.
feel?
I mean, I say what I think.
Yeah.
You know, with somebody like Ronda Rousey, it seems like, you know, she's in the public eye, you know, and she's just kicking ass. She's killing it. She
Absolutely.
lost that one fight, but, you know, Jesus Christ, she's
be
an
all right.
unbelievable
Yeah.
athlete. And it seems like somebody like her, you know, is really doing a good job of kind of breaking through, you
Yeah.
know, but it's taken a long time, and still she gets all kinds of crazy comments too,
Yeah.
and all kinds of crazy negativity. And it's just like people just at some point are going to have to get over it. Women like to
think
train,
they
they
will.
like to lift weights, and you know, people just need to kind of move forward, you know?
They have in the underground, at least, like I said, what we do. You know, like our people, the people at the expo, they get it.
Yeah,
it's
I
just the
think
people
it's
on ABC,
CrossFitters
NBC.
get it.
Yeah, CrossFitters get it. Strongmen.
What
get it,
about
powerlifters
Miranda?
get it.
She's jacked.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
guys are hanging out with Miranda.
Jesus,
Dude,
right?
she's fucking cool.
That's my long lost best friend that I just met like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys look alike.
Yeah.
And she was in your like
that's
outfit. I saw that. That's pretty cool.
actually, that's how I sort of started following her. People on Instagram would tag us
Right,
together.
right.
They'd put our pictures because we kind of, when her hair was short, we looked the same.
Right.
So then I started following. I was like, this girl's cool. I'm going to follow her. Well, she, I guess, did the same thing, and then somehow miraculously finally.
How hard would it be for her to jump into some bodybuilding?
Oh,
you
she
you
could
saw
do it
the
right now.
the Olympia
Yeah.
photo?
Yeah.
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 And that's
she
what
put
dude,
my
you-
suit on.
People talk
She
shit
looked
on
better than-
CrossFit. She
Yeah.
doesn't really diet. She
Right.
doesn't really like. They were doing cardio, and she's like, "So you just walk on these stairs like every day?" And Dan's like, "Yeah, for an hour every morning." And she's
No,
like,
like an hour. Come on now.
"Okay, so." And then
25 minutes.
you think she just randomly puts on a fucking Miss Olympia suit, and she doesn't look foolish. Like she
yeah,
looked.
Yeah.
I mean, she had pro tan on. She could step on stage and totally just blend the fuck in, and
Yeah.
like no one would be
Yeah.
like, "Ooh, she didn't diet at all."
Right.
There's something to be said about that as like
Is
an
she-
athlete.
would she have to work on anything in particular? She get a little bigger or something? I don't
Maybe
know.
a lagging.
I don't know.
Well,
I
I
don't
mean,
know.
I
I don't know
wouldn't
anything
even-
about bodybuilding.
I don't even know anything about it because
That's great.
I mean, I don't even know if I would fit in my own category this year. So
Right.
I feel like I'd be too small, but that's another story.
Yeah. Are the categories like always kind of subject to change,
Well,
kind of depending
it's
on the
subject
year?
to who shows up, who's judging
Right.
it. I mean, it's
And then-
it's hard.
That's the hardest thing, and I like being at a lot of amateur local shows. You'll have 10 girls show up, and not like firing shots, but 8 of the girls just don't look good.
Yeah.
Right.
So you have to say, okay, these 2 girls look good. Now, out of these 2 girls, who wins the show? And you
Right.
sort of got to like make it work. Now all of a sudden it's like, oh, this girl won the show, but she's a fucking monster
Yeah.
because she's 20 pounds more muscle than she should have. But out of the 10 that there was, that's all they really
Right.
had. And I didn't realize it until we started seeing shows. So like, it is all over the place.
Right. And
I
it
know-
sticks out in your mind too when one girl's significantly bigger than everybody else. Maybe they
Yeah,
get pushed through
it's
on
just it's
some-
fucking it's hard. It's
honestly,
hard.
they're making it harder by canceling out female bodybuilding.
Right.
We
Yeah,
have the
sure.
figure girls that aren't doing well. They move up to physique. And then you have the bodybuilders that don't have shows to compete in.
Yeah.
They're moving down to the physique. So it is just,
Yeah.
it's all over the place. So everyone looks so different. So I understand, but honestly, I mean, she could hop on stage, maybe lose a little water weight, and she'd be fine.
There you go.
You kind of hung up the bikini, yeah? Kind of done? Retired for now?
Not, I can't say that.
Long
That
pause.
was there a cut in the show there?
That's all up to Rob Bailey. He
Yeah,
makes
it's
the
100% up
decision.
to me. Apparently,
So maybe.
I think she needed a break, dude. Because like, what I don't like is
Do you coach her?
I life coach.
It's
Life
more
coach.
of like no. It's
Do you have a coach other than him supporting you? And stuff?
George Farah does her show prep, which I fucking love because he's
so simple.
He's so simple, and he actually like cares about her health and everything.
Right.
Where a lot of coaches, you know,
Yeah.
let's just win. You know,
Yeah.
the whole
Here, you should
do whatever
take
it takes
this
mentality.
instead.
Yeah. He really did a solid job with her and kept her healthy and kept her sane.
The issue of steroids comes up all the time. Whenever you post a picture, someone's like, "Look at her traps."
Well, that
and
was
look
my
at her-
biggest thing with George. So we met George a few years ago in Alaska. And he was like, "Let me prep her, brother." You know how George sounds.
Never met him.
I never met him
Please
either.
don't do
I know
your-
who he is, but yeah,
All
let's
right,
hear it.
I'm not going to do my accent because it always just ends up Asian. But George
What
is
is
like,
he? What is he?
That's great.
what the fuck?
R's
is he?
and W's
No,
messed up?
he's a little like Middle Eastern looking.
And M's?
Okay.
And he calls you brother, and everything's like really intense. So he sounds like the evil villain on a cartoon.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie.
Yes.
So I was like, well, George, listen, bro. Like Dana's natty, and no one ever believes us, and that's fine. If I wasn't fucking married to her, I wouldn't believe it either. But if you're prepping her, realize that you can't throw any weird shit in at the last minute to
Right.
pull her together. Like if you don't bring her in shape, I'm gonna fucking put you on blast.
Right.
And he's like, oh, I believe you, man. I believe you. Like, we'll prep her natty. And I was like, I don't trust you. So then, like 6 months later, he saw us again, and I started talking to him more. And I was like, all right, cool, man. I trust you. And like, super simple fucking diet. And he's one of the few people that actually believes that she's natural.
Well, he's like, we've trained together several times, so he's like, I mean, the way I train, like if anyone watches videos, it's like
exhausting.
I would have been on stage with Iris Kyle if I was on anything. Like
Right.
I would have blew up.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was the only person that actually believed me, and so
When you train, do you do a lot of sets? Or workouts long, heavy?
it's
which way?
heavy, long,
combination
drop
of
sets,
Combination of everything. Huh?
everything. I like.
Can you do
training.
some of her workouts, Rob?
I lose interest.
He makes it about halfway, and then
Yeah,
I
you're
train
like-
another hour.
Like, you put her with any pro bodybuilder, like even, I mean, Flex, fucking, the only one that you sort of hang with is Kai.
yeah,
Fucking Jose Raymond.
they're done in like
Generally
an
train with
hour.
everybody, but they're done in 45 minutes to an
Yeah.
hour. And then she trains after that again.
Well, they're doing
They gotta
like
eat.
three or
Yeah,
four
right.
sets.
They're tired. I
like
get it.
I do like maybe 6 sets of things, just like
Yeah.
it's like a warm up set.
That's
and
kind of
then
the word on the street about Rich
lots.
Froning. You know, sometimes people say that he's on or whatever. And obviously, he gets tested and stuff like that, and he's never gotten popped or anything.
It's just that different level of like loving training.
Right.
Like people that love, because everybody says, oh, how do you get big arms? I'm like, you need to love lifting arms.
Yeah,
yeah, train him a
That's
bunch.
the fucking secret. If you love doing it, you're
Yeah,
going to
CT
do really
Fletcher
well.
said he trained him every day for like 5 years.
Yeah,
or
eat a
so.
little bit of food and get after it.
That's, I mean, yeah, if you love something, same thing with work. Like you guys love what you do, so you do a really good job. Like if you don't love lifting arms, your
Right.
arms are always going to look like shit.
Right.
So she just loves lifting to the point where it's like a little scary.
Right.
And that's
Now,
kind
you,
of the-
you mentioned she needs a break, and so
Okay.
with the break. With the break and competing, is there any lost motivation there, or is it just simply just a little break from
It
being
comes
so
and goes,
competitive and so
actually.
crazy?
Yeah, it comes and goes. Just right now, I'm back in love. Like we started like doing like a little powerlifting program, and that's what I'm falling in
Yeah.
love with. Is because I'm like.
It's a new
what,
challenge, yeah.
Well, I know what I have to do, and like I'm gonna be testing myself in like 4 weeks, so that's like
Yeah.
preparing me. But there's like, it's usually only like I was upset like in September where I was like everyone's getting ready for a show and I'm not. But we were on adventure tour, so that kept me busy.
Yeah.
Like it's just when things like when we go to the Arnold, it's gonna be a little weird. Like I'm not on stage and everyone else is up there, but
Right.
I'm gonna be hanging out with a billion people.
Yeah, it's I'm trying to stagger it right to take her mind off of it.
Yeah.
It was just I don't want to watch her. I think we're both on the same page. I don't want to make it sound it's just me, but like keep competing, not really sure why.
Right.
You know, like she's not to say I don't want to say she's bigger than this, but I think she has a lot to offer the world. And I think that if she just
Competing
focuses on
kinda
prepping,
takes me away from
it turns her into a
of
fucking
things.
zombie and she's useless.
Well, and with all the other things you guys have going on, you start to learn what gives you the most satisfaction,
Yeah.
and that's kind of where you stick, right? Like
Yeah.
if going on a hike and climbing a mountain was
Yeah.
like one of the cooler things that you've done, maybe you'll do more shit like that in the future.
That's the plan.
Right?
Is
That's the plan.
to just
Yeah.
travel more and
Like this month
see stuff.
is like a 2-month adventure tour will be this year.
Right.
Just because it's fucking rad, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, there was that one trail.
That's got to have a really great impact on those 60 people that went there and did that with you. I
Exactly.
mean, that
and
must have
if
been
I was
awesome.
getting ready for the Olympia,
Never.
we wouldn't have done adventure tour. Like there's no possible
Too
way.
catabolic, bro.
Yeah. Well, I'd have to be doing this and this. Like there were days where like we didn't train for like a week because instead we were just hiking a mountain. Then we had to drive 8 hours, and then we woke
And then you
up
bang a
and-
Waffle House at 1 a.m.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
everything went out the window, and it was just, you know what? No, let's focus on living life. Where who has the opportunity to travel across the United States, meet all these random people that
Yeah.
will follow us to these places, and we go see like waterfalls and go hike mountains, and it was just really a great experience to just not focus on fitness.
That's really cool.
it was a different kind of fitness.
Right, yeah,
it
there's
was
still
more
fitness involved,
super
yeah.
healthy
like
kind of
life
fitness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's
Like,
kind of
we're
what you're doing now, yeah, with CrossFit, doing some strongman.
We're trying
America,
to do
Ninja
a little
Warrior.
bit of everything.
Yeah, that's cool.
Like the American Ninja Warrior came up, and then like we started getting into like the powerlifting. We like with Miranda coming, like we kind of had an interest in CrossFit. Like I love aspects of learning. Like
Right.
I like learning things, and so now our training is so diverse. Like there's like a powerlifting, there's a bodybuilding, because like there's a part of me that still likes that bodybuilding aesthetics. Like I want to look good too. And I like the supersets and drop
There's so many
sets.
different levels of strength.
Yeah.
Being able to do, 3 sets of 20 is way different than being able to squat like 700 pounds. you know?
Exactly. And
Yeah.
all
But being able to
within-
do a little
yeah.
bit of both is even kind of cooler.
And this is like all within like one workout. We'll hit like all these little fitness and make it our
Mike
own.
likes to train like that. I don't. I've been training for too long probably. I started when I was 12, so I'm just like over it. I do like 2 exercises. And I'm like, I'm good, man. I'm going home.
Yeah, I like to hit a bunch.
I like
Yeah,
to
Mike,
do everything.
Mike will do like 15 exercises in a
Yeah.
workout. He loves it.
Yeah, and we could train together.
Yeah,
If I have energy
I don't think
on
I could
certain
keep
days,
up,
I
but
can.
I could do half of it
We're,
decently.
we're evolving. I mean, like, for example, today we're going to squat and then we're going to train shoulders.
Are you guys going to CTs?
Yeah, at night.
Oh,
Yeah,
we're
we're not going
going.
to train there, though.
Oh, yeah.
Jesus.
We're
Yeah,
going to try to
it'll be
squat tomorrow at Barbell Brigade.
Ooh.
Are we
Maybe
gonna-
we'll
You want
deadlift.
to squat
We're
tomorrow?
doing deadlifts tomorrow. I'll squat again tomorrow, whatever.
Let's
We'll
squat tomorrow.
Yeah.
Where are you
We'll squat
deadlifting at?
I don't know.
Oh, top
wanna go to
secret. They
Barbell
probably don't-
Brigade?
Oh, this won't be out for like 2 weeks. You can announce it. No one will
Doesn't
find
matter.
you. Yeah, this will be out like 2 Wednesdays
well,
from now.
today we're going to Gold's Gym North Hollywood with Bradley Martin.
Oh, cool. Bradley's cool.
Yeah, Bradley's
Yeah.
rad.
So we can either
And then,
deadlift
then
or
call him
tomorrow,
Johnny
it's
Bravo.
just- It's in the morning, yeah, right?
Yeah.
Bravo.
Tomorrow in the morning, I mean, we can do Barbell Brigade again.
We're going
It's a
barbell
dope
tomorrow
look.
night.
Dope.
We're going to caution off a squat rack just for us.
So
I already
what
got
time
it.
tomorrow night?
I don't know. After the show, we got to work. We got to work our booth.
We work a booth.
I know.
BOOF. Boof.
Booth.
boof.
We got
I mean,
a booth.
I'd be-
Let's squat.
There we go.
I'd be down.
Well, we definitely want
Squats.
to
Yeah,
Gotta hit up those
squats.
squats.
train. All right. All right.
right.
Game on.
Squat.
I see that you got those strong sleeves on now. Took a while though, huh? They're a little snug, huh?
She didn't know how to put them on. I was like,
Yeah.
you got to put them on.
I
You
was
know,
like,
Yeah, we did a
reverse.
video.
Yeah.
We did a video
Yeah,
for
I
it.
saw
Because
the
it is
video.
hard. Yeah, it is hard.
That's how I was putting them on.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
saw the video. I was
I
like,
still
I'm so fucking smart.
Ahead of the game.
I love
They
you guys
hurt my-
sending me that slingshot
Yeah,
video.
hard.
That was hilarious. You guys are like, we're not sure what we're doing, but we'll
There's
figure
like
it
a
out.
3X. She's like drowning in it.
Well,
Yeah.
no, it was helping me keep like my bench press, my
Right.
elbows. I kind of bench like a bodybuilder. My elbows are like all flared out, like hitting a wide chest.
Right.
So I used it not for the actual like purpose of it. It was to
Yeah,
help
not to
keep
like
my
have you
elbow-
lift more, but
Yeah,
to,
it was keeping my elbows in so that like because my elbows out, I can't
Right.
get all the way down to
Yeah,
touch
yeah.
my chest.
Right.
So keeping my elbows in more, and so that's,
All right, let's rewind again. So you guys said about 5 years ago is when she started to really get popular.
Yeah, went to
Right?
some expos.
Somewhere-
no, you
somewhere
went to
in-
expos about 5 years ago. 25 people online, random number.
Yeah, it happened real quick.
A good amount.
Yeah,
And then
it happened. I mean, over the
like
course
every
of 6 months.
every show
Yeah.
And
there'd
did
be more.
some of
and
your
more.
business
Yeah.
stuff go like? At that point, did you have a gym yet?
No. We had a.
We were probably
so
in
kinda just
our
take
we,
us-
garage.
so we were broke as fuck.
We were
so
broke.
Take us through the progression of being broke as fuck,
Yeah.
to having a gym and having a clothing brand.
Okay, so the first we sort of started this fitness dream. I got to watch what I talk about. So we started the fitness dream where she started doing that. We started doing the YouTube, but not monetizing anything like that. I ended up working sort of for free a little bit, and not. I did some for a year. I fucked up bad.
Yes.
I left my real job. I sort of fucked up pretty bad.
What was your real job?
I worked at QVC.
Damn.
Yeah, it was a
With Lori.
Yes, Laura Grenier. Yes.
Dude, I'm a huge fan.
You're a huge fan of Laura Grenier.
Dude, she's kind of hot.
Yeah, we
she's really
watch-
rich. She's cute on the
We watch Shark Tank all the
Yeah,
time.
I love
that
Shark
show.
Tank.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Lori.
I like that.
What's up, Lori? If you're interested,
I'm sure she's listening.
I have a girlfriend, but
Oh,
it's
she's-
all right. We can make it happen.
She'll understand.
Yeah.
So
She's listening.
I
There's
left-
no question.
I left there. Dana was still a school teacher.
Didn't know that. Didn't know that
Yeah.
fun
That's a
fact.
weird fun
How
fact.
long
Yeah,
were
it
you a
is.
teacher for?
5.5.
What kind of teacher were you?
I was a health and phys ed teacher
Oh,
for
really?
middle school.
That's very
so-
cool.
Damn, you had to
Eight.
teach sex education.
I did. That was actually my favorite
Fuck.
thing.
You have like a banana
Yeah, so
and a
awkward.
condom in the middle
Well,
of
that
class.
was the only.
Penises.
No, I didn't. It was my. I'd save it till the end of the year so people were like comfortable talking. But like I got the most like questions. Like normally you talk about like smoking and drugs and they're just like bah, sitting there like lumps. But they were like interested when we talk about sex. So they had all the questions.
Yeah,
So
Is
it
it
made it very interesting.
The sex
it
ed
required
teacher
then?
is hot too. Like all the boys were like, "This is gonna be awesome, dude." Those poor
Yeah.
kids, man. Fuck.
Well, some of them actually. There's been a couple that have come to camp now.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You taught me about vaginas.
So is it required there? Because it's not required here in California.
This
They
was a while
canceled
ago,
it. I think
right?
they canceled it. It doesn't exist anymore.
The last like 2 or 3 years I was teaching. That's why I kind of like fell out in love with teaching. I didn't like going to work because I felt like just a glorified babysitter because
Yeah.
they deleted health out of middle
Yeah.
school.
Shit.
So I
Wow.
went from teaching
Who needs
kids.
health, right?
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy.
Well, they went from having health and phys ed every other day for the entire year to 18 days in a row. And that was it.
And that's
no health class, just gym. So we would try to like throw
fucked up.
like health stuff in there,
Right.
like during like warm ups and stuff. But yeah, so like at the last like 2 years, I was just glorified babysitter.
Yeah.
Quit your job. You're
So-
YouTube and not money. No money.
Yeah, so
you're lifting a lot.
We got to a point in time
Lifting.
where I forget what year it was, 2010 maybe. I had like $400, and I was like, "Fuck!" And behind on all the bills and everything. I mean, it's dramatic as possible sounding, right? So she still was making enough money to like pay the mortgage,
Yeah.
but I was dropping the ball on cars.
Did you guys have conversations about this? Like, fuck, we're broke. Like, we need to do something.
Yeah, we had a lot of conversations.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
You were to that point.
Should I start stripping?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Things like that.
How long did you
That's
strip
big
for?
money.
I mean,
I did.
like he did.
Come
we
on,
had
bro.
to do a lot of things like on the side. Like
Yeah,
he
I was doing a lot of
like,
weird, fucked up shit,
photography
like just
and,
trying to make it work, and it
like
wasn't working.
websites and all sorts
Killed
of
a few people for some money.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So I said, like, let's just start this fucking clothing line. So we started it, and the first weekend we made, I think, $75.
So hold on. When you started the clothing company, she was.
Yeah,
You guys were
friend.
already a little bit popular. Just a little.
Yeah, was,
I mean-
there's no Instagram. Well,
There's
just
no
no
Instagram.
Instagram.
Just YouTube.
but
just
a little
Twitter.
bit of
YouTube,
popularity
Facebook.
and some YouTube, right?
Yeah, and some YouTube.
So you had like a little bit of a vehicle to like
a
get
little
something
bit.
going.
Yeah. It wasn't just random.
Was fashion something you guys were both already
Yeah,
kind
I
of
wanted to
into?
go to school for fashion, but my parents.
That's gay, by the
I
way.
was
Go
told.
ahead.
No, yeah, right.
That's exactly
I was
what they
told
said.
you're going to be a broke faggot, and, I was like, and that's not me saying the F word because I know
Right,
you're not
right,
saying-
right.
That's a direct quote, and I was like, well, I don't want that to happen. I like women, and I don't want to be broke. So
That's the name of the episode. Dana Linn Bailey and the Broke Faggot.
cool. That's a new
rap group.
Oh my
Me and
God.
Mark will join your rap
That's what I'm going to be known as now.
So, like, if you
Jesus.
express too much interest in fashion, like people come in and say, "I'm sorry, there's no more vag for you. It's all dick." From
Yeah, that's
here
what
on."
happened. Well, because in high school, I played
must now
football,
take this.
basketball.
Yeah.
I played everything, and I was also in home ec. I would win every single fashion show. I made
awesome.
from scratch. I made my tux for prom. All
That's
that.
awesome.
So like. My
That's
football
cool.
coaches would be like, "Wait, you sew?" And I was like, "Yeah, man. I think it's cool. I make my own clothes." And they're like, "All right, cool."
You're like, he's weird.
Watch
you
him
say,
in the
water
shower.
boy?
Yeah,
Your locker's over there.
in the back corner. Wow, I forget where I'm going with this. So,
yeah,
So
so
it was
$400
worth- It was totally
we,
worth it.
We started the line. First weekend, I made $75, and I was like, "Holy shit!" Like, I didn't even do anything this weekend. I mean, obviously you're
Yeah.
doing
Right.
stuff, but and we just started it. There was no. We were sort of the first ones to do like a small little indie brand in the fitness world.
Yeah, there was.
Our friend Mike Rashid just dropped in. What's up, man? You can sit on the casting
break
couch
the
if you
door?
want.
Hey.
Oh, he's got cameras with him and everything.
He's
the
already
hell's
rolling.
going on
He asked
here?
us if it was okay.
What is this,
Yeah,
TMZ?
yeah.
TMZ, we're breaking in.
He's all camoed out. He's ready for war.
Kill me, man.
What's up, my man? How you doing?
So
Goddamn.
we were sort of like this first little indie brand in the scene. So
Yeah, there were no. I mean,
yeah, all there was really House of Pain.
It was House of Pain. I don't know.
Yeah,
do
yeah.
they even exist? But
I think some people bought it, maybe.
They're
They're
not
still
really
there.
around.
That's the
much
but
anymore.
that was
Yeah,
really.
but they were
the
big,
only
but
thing.
that
They
was
were
it.
big, yeah.
So like I sort of started a little mini skate brand in
Yeah.
the fitness industry, and it worked really, really well. So I mean, I went from like not making money for a year to I think the first month I made $800, flipped it back into the company. Next month I made like 2,100. The next month it went up again. And I was just
This
like,
was
what the
all out
fuck?
of-
Yeah, when you started making
This
like
is
even
out of our
$800
garage.
and $2,000, you're probably like, holy crap.
Yeah, I was like blown the fuck away.
Like we made it.
Yeah, I was like, we're doing it. We're
Yeah,
rich.
yeah, we're good.
Let's paint everything gold and start doing coke.
Was there anything else going on YouTube? Did you pay attention?
We just tried to upload YouTube videos weekly.
But I
if
mean,
we
like
could.
other people, like YouTube's like hot shit
So
right
I
now.
didn't
Everyone wants
follow.
to be a YouTuber, but
I didn't.
I didn't follow anybody.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Is we didn't really follow anyone
just
or
kinda
even
did
like
our
pay
own
attention.
thing.
Yeah.
So like it's fucked up. But we would meet people and they'd be like, "Oh, what's up, man?" Blah. And it's like I didn't know who they
Yeah, nah,
were.
sure.
You're too busy sewing.
Yeah. No.
I mean, we were just too busy focused on
Yeah, yeah,
ourselves.
yeah,
and,
hell
you
yeah.
know, I
He's
don't
like,
know.
does this
Whatever.
pastel match my shoes?
Which is funny because everybody is kind of trying to follow you guys and similar brands now. Everybody's
Yeah.
trying to,
Well, that's one of the biggest
replicate
everyone's
that
doing
pattern.
the limited.
Well,
and-
whatever. I think that.
They're talking shit on your strong sleeves.
Oh my God.
I think that that's one thing we've always wanted not to do is just because it's like, well, yeah, you don't want to do something someone's already done.
Right.
Because then you're just, so like we're always trying to think like we should do this. And if we say someone else has already done it, we're like, ooh, let's not do that. Let them keep that, come up with a new concept.
Yeah.
And that's what we always sort of did. And I think not looking around for inspiration from anybody else in the industry was a huge benefit to us. Plus, I mean, if we did, we would have looked at the popular girls and we would have got her fucking implants and had her start doing butt shots.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
instead, I was just like, no, just do you. Like, you're fucking rad. She's like, well, no one else thinks I'm rad. I'm like, I think you're really fucking rad. Just do your thing. And eventually, people liked her for her. So that helped a lot.
Yeah.
I mean,
We've heard it more than once. So the authenticity is the thing. That's what people actually are willing to buy and stick with.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of people who are popular right now who will not be popular in a couple of years, and this will have been their glory days when they had 100,000 Instagram followers, and then they're going to be in the suburbs someplace and nobody.
it happens.
So most people, when they get shirts made, they usually outsource it to various companies. That's what almost everybody
So
does.
that's
you guys
where a
have a different.
relationship-
You guys have a different style. It seems like, right?
I had to print ourselves because being that we didn't have any money, like now,
Well, yeah,
dude,
if
fuck
you-
yeah. I would
Right.
outsource the shit out of everything.
Well, you have
And-
to do large quantities, and we didn't have the money to do that.
Yeah, like you're gonna do a
so-
shirt
But you
run.
guys have your own printing stuff
Yeah, did you
now,
try a
right?
screen print?
So-
So
Start
that
going?
$400, we bought like this old workhorse printer, and we put it in the garage, and that's where Flag Never Fail started, in our garage, like freezing
Nice.
cold.
And
He'd
then
work all night.
I did other things like I live streamed everything. So like if you sign on the live stream at 4 a.m., I was there fucking pounding energy drinks, smoking Black and Milds, listening to dubstep really loud. It was like, wow, he legit prints everything. So we went with like the transparency card too.
Right.
Even back when the website used to crash, like I was like, I'm building the website. That's why it crashes. And people just loved it. They loved
Right.
seeing the struggle. So that's why we still hand print now. That's why we still do a lot of things. That's why we're still the models. Just because people loved watching us sort of fall on our faces and apologize and start over.
We were just trying to make it work.
yeah.
And like they understood.
What was the
thankfully.
biggest fall? You said you fell on your face a couple times. What was the biggest?
I think that-
or worst.
The weirdest thing for me was our relationship. Because I went out to the garage, like we were having a pretty decent relationship.
Right.
And then I would go out to the garage, and for like 4 months, I was in a weird spot just trying to make this thing work. And I got in the mindset of like, fuck everything. Fuck my family. Fuck all my friends. Fuck food. Fuck lifting. Fuck my wife. Like, I'm going to make this work.
Right.
It's not a...
Not healthy.
And luckily, she put up with it for a solid 3 months.
Yeah.
And then I got the first warehouse. And then she put up with me, like, not really coming home, not talking to her, being an asshole, smoking 1 to 2 packs of Black and Milds a day, not showering, not training, like, just completely
Yeah.
falling apart.
And you guys come together and have some sort of conversation, or did you get counseling, or how'd you kind of
Well,
get
like-
through that spot?
I knew it had I had to just do it. Like
Right.
I was there to I was still working because like without me, like we still wouldn't have enough to pay the bills.
Gotcha,
So
yeah.
like I'd come home from work and then I'd be folding. We hired like one person to come help like during the day, but like I was packing and folding and then I had to go to sleep at some point. But like he didn't go to the gym, he didn't do anything. If I came out there, like
I was in a bad mood.
just horrible. So we didn't talk.
The
for
cool
4
thing was
months.
she put
And I
up
just
with me.
let
Like
it-
she just.
I knew.
Why do you think you got that way? You just thought it was like your
I was
shot,
just too
your
in
chance?
it, dude. I was too in it. I mean, it was doing far too well. And it was the first thing I've ever really seen progress in.
Right.
I didn't know that you could do shit for your own. Like my dad was always like 401k, you know,
Right, yeah.
work for a guy, work really hard, and they might
You were
promote
stimulated
you. And
by the numbers and the sales, and you
Yeah.
kind of
Well,
saw
every
the
month, like, because
Yeah,
like if
you're
it
getting-
went down at all, it always went up.
Yeah.
So
Right.
I knew
20% growth every single day.
When you
Like,
said it was kind of your dream, right? You were always into
yeah,
fashion. You wanted to
yeah.
go to
So
fashion
all of a
school,
sudden I'm
so-
seeing it work, and I was
Yeah.
just like, whatever, dude. Fuck everything. I'm gonna
Right.
make this happen. Which there was a period. That's where that whole no balance things, which people hate on my no balance campaign. But like, dude, I threw all balance out the window for 6 months, and
Right.
like,
we didn't.
luckily,
there's nothing.
I was married to a cool enough girl where she stuck around. And then we sort of came back together, and like, I don't remember exactly what happened, but we sort of teamed back up. And
Well, I ended up and you had me quit my job because
ooh,
we needed.
that's probably what it was.
He needed me like full time too. So like I was full time, like packing order. And at that point, like with teaching, like my name was being brought up like in board meetings and stuff. Like,
right.
well, Linn, like Miss Linn has
Right,
like all these YouTube videos.
Yeah, she's
Meanwhile,
cursing
I'm, like,
on the internet
like,
in a
no.
bathing suit.
I was what? Never. No, it was God forbid the gym teacher actually works out.
Right.
So I don't know. I mean, like teachers
got a
were
little awkward, or-
teachers were very uncomfortable with me. Like some understood, but it was more or less like I kind of went there, did my thing, and went home. Didn't talk to anybody. Like
Right.
it just got weird. Like kids liked me. Like we had a great time. But yeah, the whole it got weird, and I felt uncomfortable. So then, like, I knew he needed help. We needed more people packing orders because, like, we were actually doing well. We had finally bought or rented a warehouse, so we were out of our garage. So I quit my job, started working there full time, like packing orders nonstop, and that's sort of like where it
Yeah, I
kind
think
of
we
came back.
realized that like
We
we're
have to
even
work-
more powerful
yeah.
together.
It's
Yeah.
Yeah.
better together than like this whole like not talking and just letting you do your thing and I do my thing. And
Yeah.
It's kind of interesting. You create a business, you work really hard on creating that business, and then the business becomes like a little animal of its own that you have to kind of take care of on a
Yeah.
daily basis
Yeah.
and try to figure out what the fuck to do with it next.
And
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So what is next? So we got some nootropics out, right?
Yeah, so we started a supplement line. We opened a public gym.
Yep.
We opened a car shop. Apparently, I make successful music.
Public.
Public, like you
Car
can,
shop?
You can come there. No, the car shop's still just my own shit.
Oh.
They
But,
pretty much
but we
built
do
car
know
shops.
about
What
your
about-
music.
Yeah, what about Mark Cuban
loving
loving
your
your,
shit?
Yeah,
your
right.
song? How cool
well, that's
was
where
that?
like
That's
after this,
amazing.
I'm flying.
He's like,
to-
I don't know what it's called, but the guy says, I'm a motherfucking beast.
We're flying to the Spurs game after this because the Spurs now open to Beast.
Oh,
That's
sick.
Which is crazy. So they give us tickets, and now I just found out that Mark's team actually also plays
that song.
uses
Sick.
Beast.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So it's really cool. I've heard it. Chicago plays it for their opening.
Obviously, the movie
sometimes.
Southpaw.
Southpaw. I mean, dude, it's been in Under Armour commercials. Like
That's awesome.
It's been all over the
That's
place.
amazing.
How
How long you been into music?
I don't even know if I am yet.
Oh.
I don't know.
I just mean like
Or-
mentally. Like, did you play an instrument? Did you sing?
No,
Choir?
no.
Nothing?
My boy's been doing it forever, and I went up there one day, and he's like, "Dude, let's record a song," and I was like, "Well, what do you mean?" He's like, "I don't know. Let's just make music." I was like, "All right," because that's what he did for a living, Charlie Hustle. So I went up there, and I was like, "Dude, all I do is like yell." He's like, "Yeah, do that. We'll make a song," and like we started making songs yelling.
long time ago
And
too.
yeah, and people like sort of liked them.
Yeah.
And then Work Hustle Kill came out in an animal video that I made, and people started like chopping it up and repeating it and putting it up for download. And I was like, dude, we should put this song up. Put the song up, and it made $1,000 in the first month. And I was like, this is really strange. Like,
Does anybody know the reference of Charlie Hustle at this table?
I do.
All right. I knew Jim would know.
which one?
Is this an age gap thing?
No, that your friend's
an age
name is
gap.
Charlie Hustle. Yeah. Do you know the reference?
The ball. What?
Yeah.
Baseball player, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Pete Rose.
Pete Rose.
I'm not good with sports.
Yeah, Pete Rose. Well, he was just known for hustling. He hustled hard
Yeah.
all the time.
Ooh,
There you go.
hustle
Every
Doing all
day,
those things.
every day is hustling. Yeah.
So that's
Oh,
he now goes by the Hustle Standard.
there you go.
Sort of changed that all up.
He switched it up.
Switch the game up. But yeah, we
Called,
just started making music.
Hey, Mike Rashid, is that called flipping the script? And he flipped the script. Okay, I had to check.
flip
I had to
the
check with our resident
The
brother.
street cred dictionary.
Get some street cred over there.
But yeah, I don't know.
Well, actually, the music at first, like Work Hustle Kill, like it was so that we could monetize.
So we can
on
monetize YouTube videos.
YouTube.
Yeah,
So
because they always
then-
get flagged for fucking
Always.
everything.
I'm
So
gonna make my own song,
it's
man. Fuck
never
it.
been like a
Hell yeah.
serious thing. It was just so we could actually have videos not get blocked by YouTube, and then people started just
Liking it, apparently.
stealing it.
So when you
they
got the
made more.
clothing company doing well, is that when you guys kind of decided to buy a facility to have the gym and to
Yeah, so
and to
we
start
went
buying
through, we went
printing
through
stuff?
really quick. We went
just kind
from
of dive
We
all
went
in
from,
like within like a year
so
or
we
something.
went
Pretty much
from
went hard.
Garage,
for 3 months.
and then to the ghetto.
The ghetto for now 3,600 square feet. The ghetto for
It was like almost like 8 months to
8
a
months,
year.
and then we went to like
Playing your theme music in the background.
10,000 square feet,
Yeah,
right?
10,000.
Hey, now.
We were only there for
8 months,
another 8 months.
and then we bought a 40,000 square foot.
We just
warehouse.
kept
I feel so
growing
left out, I
of
can't hear the
everything.
music.
Oh, you can't hear?
Oh, sorry.
Fuck.
It's really good. I say the same thing over and over. Yeah, and then we bought this one. We put a gym inside, so like a 10,000 square foot gym. We started holding camps. We were like, dude, we should open like a legit gym because there's not that many legit gyms out there anymore. Like there's
But
this,
before you said that, you said we should get a house and we should stop living in the gym.
no, we opened a gym before that. We just got the house a year ago.
Okay.
Well, we had a house prior.
Oh, okay.
We
But
did have a house.
we had a house,
There
and then
was
we
2
left the
years where
house.
we didn't even live in it, and we had someone else
I
living
had like
in it.
friends living in it.
Yeah,
It's sort of weird.
we lived at a warehouse.
Does anybody live at the warehouse now?
Yeah,
The guy in the van.
the guy in the van outside.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mike Perez.
Security. He's security.
Watchdog.
Shout
Watch
out, Mike.
us come home, and Mike's gonna be like, dude, you told people
gave
that
up my
bang girls
location.
in the dolphin. I was like, I guess, yeah, I did blow up your spot there. Didn't I?
Aren't dolphins the only creatures that fuck for pleasure other than humans?
I wouldn't know that.
I don't know. Those
Watch some
facts.
Discovery Channel here and there, all right?
And goats,
watched-
too, I heard.
Oh man,
Discovery Channel.
Dude.
Watch
Shark
out for
Week
those
and all that
goats.
shit.
Max, we
fucks
just-
everything.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She chopped his balls off.
I
It
had
was horrible.
Poor Max.
You didn't do it.
to. Well, I
No.
did.
Is he just spooging
No, when
all
we
over
got
the
him, he
place?
was like, "Yeah, just wrap a rubber band around his balls, and they'll fall off." And
I was like, that.
Jesus,
That
no.
does not sound humane.
I'll
Oh
take
my
it
God.
somewhere and pay for that to be done. I'm not that poor little
rubber
guy.
band.
They were
Wow.
big too. They were.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He can walk better now. So
Yeah.
No,
They were-
walk
Those
away.
things were slowing him down.
they
They
were rad.
were.
But you know what he did, and we had to stop it, was when he stands there and he pees on his chin.
Well, that's what the
He's
vet.
hung?
The vet said, like, if
Was
you're
that-
not looking to breed, like, which
Yeah.
right now, because we're so
He pees on his chin. Why? Because there's no more
Well,
balls there? Or
so it
because-
attracts
no, it
women.
attracts the females, so they like pee on. They grow this like little beard,
Yeah.
and then
Oh,
they
we know
pee
guys
on
like
it.
that. That's
Yeah,
So
I
they
tried
attract-
it.
So then she was like, "So
Doesn't
if you're
work.
not looking
Doesn't
to
smell as
breed,
good.
I would suggest like removing his balls because one, they're humongous, and two, he's gonna start smelling because they like pee on themselves.
All right.
Yeah, it's rad.
So now he doesn't pee on himself.
You guys love animals, but you're chopping their balls off. I get it. It makes
Call.
sense.
It's her call.
When we have more time that I can just spend being a farmer, yes, we'll have more.
All right, we got the clothing.
Yes.
We got the supplements. What else we got? We got the gym that just.
Car shop.
Where's the public
what's
gym? Near
what's
you
the
guys?
car shop? What are you doing with the car shop?
We started out by building customer cars. Then I realized I hate people because it was like dudes like showing up and be like, "Oh, put a turbo kit on my S4 or whatever." So then we would, and then they come to pick it up and they're like, "Yo, dude, so I don't have the money,
Yeah, yeah.
but here, hold these BBSs." I'd be like, "Well, I don't want your fucking rims, bro. Like, I want $2,700
Yeah.
so I can fucking pay for what we bought." And they're like, "Wow, the rims are worth $3,000." And it was like we started dealing with all these people that just were annoying.
Right.
And Volkswagens coming in for like exhaust or whatever. So at some point in time, we were just like, "Fuck it, dude. I'll write it off as advertising in my head."
Right.
And it's just advertising.
Yeah, there you go.
realistically. So, and it's fun shit for us to do. So, I mean, we built a lot of Supras. I think we have like 6 Supras now. They're all white.
What's the main difference between the warehouse gym and the commercial gym?
There's people
Well,
in the commercial gym.
People,
The warehouse gym is mainly like a studio for you guys to work out
Yeah,
at type
yeah,
of
so
deal.
nobody talks to
well,
us.
because that's where Flagner failed. That's where like headquarters is, so
Right.
we can't have it be public. So
I
it's
gotcha.
it was just for us to train.
Kind of employees and stuff.
Well,
and just,
yeah, employees.
buddies that come into town and
then
filming
we-
YouTube
Like
type
you,
stuff.
Yeah.
like if you would want to come.
Yeah, I do want to come
Yeah.
for sure.
Well, we'll take you to the public one too.
All right, that'd be nice. I like that.
You can do both.
And I want to meet Max.
Oh,
Yeah.
you can
Yeah.
definitely be
Headbutt
Max.
the shit out of you.
Yeah, I know he's gonna fuck me up. I can already tell. No, I get kind of scared of animals, and
He's
I
got
think
a
they
lot of
sense it.
meniscus.
Smell is fear.
Yeah, they sense it, and then they start fucking me up.
Don't pee on his beard. Okay?
Yeah, Max is gonna kill me.
No,
If I
he would-
caught you
he is
peeing on my
a
goat's face, R. Kelly mode, I am not okay with that.
You never know what could happen.
Crazy
You know?
white people. That's what Mike's thinking over there.
Do you have any female goats?
Yeah,
perhaps?
Maisie.
Maisie,
Okay, all right. Well, I'll be
his
checking
Why
out.
would you?
His
I would,
girlfriend.
I'm just saying. I'm just asking a question. I mean,
I have pictures.
I might
I'll
be.
show
I
you.
might be checking her out. I don't know.
She's
you
really
never know.
pretty.
You never
Do you
know.
even understand what the fuck he's asking right now?
She's pretty.
He wants to have sex with Maisie.
I'll take her to
No,
a
that's
movie.
exactly what you were.
Take her to a movie is what I was going to say. Like, has she seen Star Wars?
Bring her to the
No.
dolphin.
I was kind of curious.
You're talking the
We
drive-in.
catch
right?
Max and or we catch him and Maisie and the dolphin together.
Yeah,
next
yeah.
to the fireplace.
Yep, I can picture it. I can see it now. How much does she weigh? Is she a big girl?
30 pounds.
30 pounds.
All right.
You stay away
All
from
right.
my goats.
Anyway.
So what else do we talk about on this show? Making me uncomfortable.
Things get weird.
Yeah,
We took
yeah,
a dive
things
right
do
there.
Things do get weird.
And now we're
Listenership
here.
fell off.
That's
Yeah.
our life.
Yeah,
I
we
mean,
started from
yeah.
the bottom and now we're here.
Yeah.
We started from our
the
garage and
bottom,
now we're here with you.
That's it.
I
Wow,
think
you
that's
really
the-
made it hanging out with us.
Yeah.
That's
else?
when you know
Fuck.
you've made it.
What else we
hit
got?
it big.
You got any books coming out or something
Yeah, what's
on
next?
the
We do-
horizon?
We can't read or write.
TV,
I
something?
put 2 books.
She's
out.
a teacher.
We have some TV things in the works. Nothing I really want to get into. But
Right.
you'll see us. What else we doing?
I did books. I did my Olympia prep book.
Oh,
And
she has.
I did my Arnold prep. So it was, I wrote down every single workout for the first one was the Olympia. I wrote down everything I did. I used to keep like a little journal just so I could keep track of everything. So we just started doing it. I wrote down every single thing I did, set, rep, whatever. And then like what I thought of the workout, like what I would change. And then we just put it out. And then we did the same thing with the Arnold because
Cool.
everyone loved it. Did the same thing with the Arnold, and you actually see like a difference in like my training thought of like how I went into the show and like what like I stopped like for the Olympia I like was training just for the Olympia. For the Arnold, I changed my whole mindset and was just training the way I like to train, which was that's when I did like some of my heaviest lifts. Like I was doing PRs like
Cool.
2-3 weeks out from the Arnold. I was training differently, so you kind of see that and my whole thought process like going into that. So
Do you diet all the time? Is there always like some sort of protocol? Are you tracking calories or
I've never tracked anything.
Okay.
I couldn't even tell you how many calories. I mean, I know about how much I
you
do.
don't track the calories or the carbs or the fat or the
Yeah.
protein?
No.
Nothing.
Coach
I mean,
do that?
everything. Like I don't have a coach now.
What
It's
about
just
what
for-
about like measuring? Because measuring would equal out to be the same thing as counting in
I
some
mean,
ways.
right now, like we work with a guy that is like preparing our food, so
Right.
I give him numbers and then he just
Okay.
makes it. But like before that, like I just kind of guesstimate.
And now when you're traveling, you got to just eat whatever.
Yeah,
I mean, what do you? I mean, I know you're trying to do.
We went. And
You're
got
trying to do the
some
fish thing.
banging food yesterday. It was
Yeah,
good.
we I try to diet. We try to diet
I mean,
cardio
we're-
while we're home, and then
yeah.
when we're on the road, like right
It's
now,
just
whatever the
whatever
fuck.
You'll
We-
throw down a
happens.
donut here and there.
Yeah, we had
Oh,
like
yeah.
midnight sushi last
Oh.
night with Bradley, and we went sort of hard. Or I
Some
went sort of hard.
pancakes and
Did I paint? I had a waffle today.
Rob, have you gotten
today.
motivated by her? You know, like when she diets and gets in shape, does that motivate you
Normally,
or
no,
make
not
it,
at
or
all.
make you go the opposite
Not
way?
at all. But recently, like, dude, now that I sort of own a supplement company, like,
you have to look the part a little
I
bit.
don't know. And I'm getting to a point in time where I have enough people in my life that can like control shit. Like Austin manages my fucking life for me.
Right.
So a lot of times I pass stuff to him, and then he has people under him. Like we have 30 employees now. Actually,
Nice.
maybe more than that. We own the gym. Like and we're probably up around 40 employees. So like, people can take care of shit, and I'm trying to delegate better. So like, all of a sudden, I can lift every day.
You're making a lot less decisions, and so you can concentrate on lifting and being healthy.
Yeah, I mean, I make a lot of bigger decisions
Right.
now, but yeah, now all
more
of a sudden
just
I can get back to
delegating.
lifting, which is where I
Yeah.
was 5 years ago.
Right.
When I actually looked decent. And then I don't know, I've seen a couple pictures of myself last year where I was like, dude, I wouldn't want to fuck him.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
And now you'd fuck yourself.
yes.
Dude, I got a man bun.
Yeah.
Hell
there you
yeah.
go. There you go.
yes. Man bun.
Hell
Some
yeah.
pecs. I mean, what more does a guy need? Really?
pecs.
Yeah, let's talk lifts a little bit. What's
Ooh.
both
How
of
much you bench?
Both of you, yeah. What's your best bench?
Oh, What is my best bench?
Not legal, but
Yeah, whatever, who cares?
235. I'm
I haven't
like an
benched.
inch
I haven't
away
benched
from my
heavy in a
chest.
while.
Reps, it don't matter.
I pressed the dumbbell. I do a lot of dumbbell works. I guess they were
Dumbbells don't count.
186s.
I did
No, no.
100 pounds.
So,
186?
100
Put your-
186?
dumbbells.
Did you
Put
measure
your
'em?
sewing machine down. Tell us how much you bench.
Okay, so the last time I benched heavy was like 2 weeks ago. I did 405 for 2.
There we go. There we
I
go.
don't actually know what I
That's
heavy
good
street
bench.
cred.
Yeah,
because
something
I don't
around
really
there.
go over 315. So
Yeah,
stepping up to 405 was my first time. I just actually max squatted since I reinvented my squat.
All right, what's the
to
squat?
actually be like a legitimate squat.
Yeah.
It was only 545, but
That's good.
I'll
Yeah,
do
strong.
better
Not bad at all.
That's
later.
a great
That's
start.
strong.
I just got to I'm just getting started.
Dana, best squat?
325.
Oh.
You're stronger than me.
I think I've seen you deadlift around 365,
I
maybe
did
somewhere in there.
345, but it was pretty. I think I can do a lot.
Yeah, it was pretty
more.
fast.
She can do more.
Yeah, it was like
She still has a lot of
no-
weird mechanics going
yeah.
on that she doesn't.
I've
Oh,
like I
she's
just
weird?
started deadlifting like a year ago. Like
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean before like I
Did
never
you just
rack
maybe
pull or
like
anything?
stiff leg deadlifts or something?
stiff leg
Dumbbell
deadlifts. Yeah, dumbbell. But I've never. For me, it was like I would deadlift, and when you deadlift, you just want to go heavy.
Right.
So I would
Yep.
end up, and like the rest of like the next 3 days, all my workouts would be sacrificed, and here I am like getting
Gotcha.
ready for shows and blah blah blah. Now I don't give a fuck, so now I just deadlift and bench. Well, right now every workout starts either with a bench, a squat, or a deadlift.
Nice. Sounds like
Have
us.
your workouts been the same for like a long period of time? I know you mentioned like recently you just switched it up, but like when you were training for the Olympia and the Arnold and stuff like that, like seems pretty common in bodybuilding where people do a similar workout for a period of time.
I mean, none of my workouts are actually the same. And I definitely noticed, like, every year they just get kookier and kookier. Like, I kept, like, having to add more to get the same effect. Like,
Right.
I've been training for 12 years, so you can't just keep doing the same stuff. So, like, if you look at when I was training for shows 6 years ago, it wasn't as much volume as, like, I would do now.
Because now you're on so many steroids.
Yeah,
that it's
all the steroids.
Yeah, you're just you're taking all of them.
Just
Yeah, we're going to ask them
all-
out. It's a lot. All's a lot.
I mean, I can't even tell you which ones because I do them all.
Yeah, you don't even know what's working at this point.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
Yes, a woman on this show once said gallons, gallons of steroids.
Oh yeah.
Just all of them. But but now it's just like, yeah, it's just a lot of supersets, a lot of drop sets, and
That shit
it's
hurts,
just-
makes you sore. Do you still
Yeah.
get sore or not really?
Well, no, not really. I mean, I get sore like if
Right.
I do deads.
Yeah,
heavy
wake up a
and-
little stiff.
Yeah, but and then there was a point in time where like for the last like year or two, I've been training legs every 3 days. So legs never like I'm never sore after
Wow.
a leg day.
Yeah, maybe from the soccer, huh?
I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. No, I think it's just training them very often.
Okay.
Yeah.
If I stop training them, I
Having a good
train them
frequency.
like once or twice a week. Yeah, like not good.
Yeah, then you just take a
You
thrashing.
have so many fans out there and so many people that look up to you. What's your advice to, someone who's listening right now, male or female, that just wants to drop some weight? They're not really sure where to get started. What's a tip you have for them?
Don't get a coach. That's my
Right.
my tip.
Yeah.
Just because you don't learn anything, and that goes even like because so many
So
people
you want them to
ask,
go in and kind of learn from themselves.
Go learn. That's how I learned. That's
Right.
how I learned. That's how you learn about your body and like
Right.
do your own research. Like I was the one going on like bodybuilding.com and researching all this stuff of like what to eat, and that's like I would try it on myself. But the first thing that people do is like, oh, I want to lose weight. Or I want to do a show, I got to get a coach. Well, then the coach just tells you what to do, and you don't really like learn. You just
That's a
kind of
good
do
point.
it.
Yeah.
And a lot of times, especially like if they're doing shows, a lot of times those coaches are like, well, you should maybe try some of these things,
Right.
and not worry about the food and stuff. Like it's all about the food, the diet, and the training. If you have all three of those things going together, you can anything can happen.
Right.
But yeah, that would be my first thing is just try doing it on your own.
That makes sense.
You want to hit some rapid fire? What's your favorite food? Both.
Sushi.
Sushi.
Favorite movie?
This one always gets everybody.
We don't watch a lot of movies.
Pass.
No movies?
I don't know, dude. That's
Go
hard
movies.
Go-to karaoke song.
Oh.
I sang Spice Girls the last time I did karaoke.
for me. You did really
Nice.
good too.
Yeah.
Did she kill it? She did a good job?
Yeah, she did really good. I just like when she has fun, dude. Don't do it now though. It's Jesus Christ.
We could cue it up right now. I know
No.
he's got it. I know he's got it. We can make this happen.
He's getting excited.
I am not.
Ooh. I don't have one.
He would sing Beast.
No, you can't sing your own fucking song.
That's not even fair.
Yeah,
I don't even
sing
know.
Bon Jovi.
Bon Jovi's
These
a
are
good
hard
karaoke.
for me. These are hard questions. I'm going to pass again.
We
Tough
don't
question.
do a lot of these. Like, we don't really watch movies all that much. There was a point in time
What's
where
your favorite thing to do together other than the obvious?
Workout. Oh, you're talking about something else?
favorite thing to do together. Well, I like lifting with you.
Yeah.
When you're in a good mood.
When I'm in a good mood. Yeah.
Yeah.
When I'm in a good mood and we lift together, that's my
It's-
favorite.
He's
Yeah.
grumpy sometimes.
Well,
Yeah.
like, no.
Oh, here we go.
Adele just did this in a car. It was
Yeah.
amazing.
Oh my god.
He wants to so bad.
Yeah, no, I'm in a bad mood a lot of the time. Whatever.
Stressed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get frustrated with things. I'm very hard on us and how we're doing and how organized we are. And
I'm like
know.
a really happy lifter. Like,
Yeah.
I am always, like, I like to lift in a good mood.
Yeah.
Like, there's
I love that too. It's a great feeling, but sometimes I'm
he used
a
to
little
be the
bit
one
like
where,
him
like,
too.
where he would like purposely like pick a fight with me because he lifts better when he's angry.
All for the gains.
And,
Right?
That's great.
and it ruins my workout because he's just like in a bad mood. I'm just like, I just like to be happy and lift.
Damn.
whatever.
So that's
I'm an
my
asshole.
favorite.
He gets a little grumpy.
And then I like to go out to breakfast.
Ooh, breakfast is really cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pancakes,
Waffles.
Fucking
French
love
toast.
both of
Oh,
them.
I just started. I switched it up.
French toast.
I went to French toast
I like French
recently.
toast.
French
I've
toast
been
is a
doing
great
the
move.
Oh,
Some custard on that or
like
something.
waffles.
I've been.
if,
Yeah.
if I have to choose.
I love pancakes, but I started switching up French toast now.
French
A
toast, and
donut or a
brioche.
cookie?
Depends what kind of donut.
Yeah.
Well,
Of
it
your
actually
choice. Of your
depends on-
choice.
Donut or cookie?
Freshly made cookie always beats the donut.
Yeah, like right out of the oven.
Pizza
Chocolate
or ice cream?
This is the conversations me and Mark have every day of our lives.
ice cream.
Pizza.
Yeah,
Elvis
pizza-
or the Beatles?
Elvis.
Elvis.
Yeah, Elvis is just cool, isn't he?
Yeah, he's really
Well, I have
fucking
like
cool.
a
He's fucking
trademark
cool.
Elvis like
Yeah.
upper lip thing.
That's pretty awesome. God damn. You can't beat that. It's
No,
too-
Elvis, you can't fuck with Elvis. dude.
No.
The Beatles are great and everything,
Those
but like,
hips.
You ever seen
Yeah.
an Elvis movie? He fucks people up.
Yeah.
And he walks off with the chicks. Like he just like
Always.
knocks people out in one punch and shit. It's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
no, I've never.
Yeah. You know, you got
There's
to
my
check
favorite
out.
movies.
Yeah,
I
you
haven't
gotta
seen
check
them
out.
yet.
You gotta check out some old school Elvis movies. He fucks people up. It's awesome.
I want to watch
Get
it.
some good stuff. All right, any other questions for these guys?
Got rapid fire.
I like it. Come on.
Oh, she wants more. We got more rapid. Favorite sport? Still
Soccer.
soccer. Do you watch it? Play it? Anything?
No, I don't. I don't watch any sports because I can't watch sports. It's too boring.
Oh, really?
I've never watched.
Would you rather
sports.
train shoulders or arms? The real meat-
Shoulders.
real meathead question
I
right
haven't
there.
trained arms in like a year.
Really? You just get it from compounds?
Everything else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Deadlifts or squats?
Ooh, right now, squats.
Right now, squats.
I would have said
Squat.
deadlift like
Oh yeah. I
5
would've
weeks ago, but I'm
Squats
sort of
right
in love
now.
with squats right now.
Yeah. Once you find your groove in something or your
Yeah.
PRness feels so good.
Yeah.
What you got, Smelly?
I think that's it. I ran out of ideas.
All right, well, I'm looking forward to you having sex with our goats.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, so am I. I mean, yeah, no, it'd be great to go out there and
Go,
shoot
man.
with
Pure
you
white.
guys.
And if you get her right now, too, she has
she
a very
in heat?
soft coat.
Oh,
no.
she's really
She's a
fuzzy right
child.
now.
Oh, she's
Oh,
A
furry.
child goat.
I don't
She's
think
only
so.
like 5 months old.
She's
I could end up in
I'm
jail
I'm
for
sure,
that.
I'm sure they could have kids by
I
then.
could have been in jail for that. It's a child
they
goat.
can.
Yes.
They start reproducing
Yeah.
at 5 months, so that's why Max's balls.
You know,
had to
you're a
get
farmer.
chopped.
Yeah, I know these things.
Yeah.
I've,
In
mess with
Argentina, they
hay.
know him as a farmer.
Mike is
a
so full of
gaucho,
shit. It's
actually.
unbelievable.
A gaucho, but that's fine.
Yeah, he doesn't know. He doesn't know
I'm
anything.
cultured.
Can we visit your
We've
farm
tried
in
to
Argentina?
Yeah, let's go.
check
I'll go to
his
Argentina with
facts
you.
before,
Really?
and they're way
Yeah.
off every
My
time.
mom will be our tour guide. She knows everywhere. I got cousins down there. We can go.
Hell yeah.
Just eat but there's a lot of really good red meat. That's like what we're known
That's,
for.
I'll eat. I'll be fine, dude. I'll eat something
Red
else.
fish.
Red
I'll eat
fish.
red fish.
Some red fish. There you go.
Snapper.
Yeah.
Hey now.
Snapper.
The red snapper. We were talking about that
right.
earlier too.
Yeah, say, settle down over there.
Dana.
Wow. Jesus. All right, well, I think we're wrapping it up.
We're wrapping it
what
up.
you got
So
for
tell
us?
everybody where to find
Yeah,
you.
everyone follows you anyways. But where can people find
The
you?
internet. I
Yeah.
don't like
Yeah.
doing. I don't
Yeah.
like doing that
Google
whole.
DLB
Yeah.
or Rob
Yeah.
Bailey.
There you go.
RLB, RBB,
RBB.
RBB.
No, you
RFB,
might- no.
right?
RFB. Yeah, we can throw a fuck in there.
Shout out to our boy TJ for letting us come crash his studio today and producing the show for us. Appreciate
Playing
it.
all the jams.
Thank you, TJ.
Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah. Multiply your hustle, multiply your muscle, and may all your shits be tapered. I'm at Mark Smellybell on Instagram and Twitter.
At Silent Mike 2Ks,
Ooh.
Instagram and Twitter.
Jim McD, STTV, everywhere that I would want you to find me. Follow the show on Instagram at Mark Bell's PowerCast.
That was cool.
Thanks to HowMuchYouBent.net, ThePowerMagazine.com, CompexUSA.com, RogueFitness.com, 8manstrong.com, and CavemanCoffeeCo.com.
Mark Bell's PowerCast is a production of